Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right. Remember, my birthday is coming up. So the Cash App and the PayPal, make sure you hit that. Make sure you hit that. Let's go.
Who the fuck did this?
It's the pro. It's the pros.
All right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, after a long, long wait of trial and long wait of just seeing what's going to happen, Taxstone versus Troy Ave versus Banger versus the other people who got shot at Irving Plaza. The situation has now come to an end. Like seven, what is like seven? What has it been like 6, 7 years, 8 years since this situation happened? 6, 7, 8 years. It's finally come to an end. One side is happy, one side is not, of course. One side who think they got justice was Troy Ave. His friend Banger was shot, so this is a victory for them, even though his friend cannot come back. But this is a victory for them. For Taxstone's family, it's not such a victory for them. What up? What up? It's in every chat. What's going on? What's going on? All right, so let's talk about it. This case was very interesting. I was able to follow it through Jack Frost, BBN Network. He did a very thorough breakdown every single day. He did videos and taking notes, and he did videos every day. So I was able to follow this case by watching BBN Network, Jack Frost, every time they had court. And I can say this, he's right. He did a great job reporting on this case. He was not biased in this case, which means he kept his personal feelings out of this case, which made it easier for a lot of us to just listen to what each side was presenting and go from there. I'm gonna say it again. He did a great job. BBN Jack Frost did a great job covering this case. He kept his biasness out of it, no matter who he thought was wrong or right. He did not put that into the reporting. Some people who do the reporting, or what do they call journalism, they put their biasness in it, and it clouds it, it messes it up. All right. He didn't do that in this. He kept it straight down the middle. Whatever the prosecution said, he said it. Whatever the defendant said, he said it. Whatever the judge said, he said it. And he did not put his own personal feelings in this, which made it very easy for a lot of us just to digest what happened in court and make our own opinions and our own assumptions without somebody else, feeding us assumptions and opinions. With that being said, let's talk about it. Okay, so Troy Ave and Taxstone this thing has been going on for a very long time. As I said in the beginning, Taxstone actually did this to himself. He actually damaged himself. Okay, let's talk about it. Taxstone admitted to stalking, or you could say harassing, Troy Ave on the internet for 5 years. I'm going to say it again. Taxstone admitted to harassing troyave on the internet for 5 years. He admitted this, and they brought it out in court. troyave responded in between those 5 years, but not even close as much as Taxstone was bothering and acting and tagging troyave. So that was a big, 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 big thing in this case. Now you can see where all the troyave energy came from. We're not saying troyave is innocent in this situation, because he did admit to starting the fight. So troyave admitted starting the fight when he seen him, but all the evidence proved that Taxstone is the reason why it all happened. Because the internet, he used the internet to bother troyave for 5 years. So if someone is bothering you for 5 years and you finally see them, what are you going to do? Most likely, you're going to say, man, what's popping, man? Or you're going to swing off on them, because it's 5 years of harassment because you don't agree with somebody's words or somebody's actions. You took it upon yourself to just tag them and talk about them all day, every day for 5 years. And then when y'all saw each other, the outcome is somebody gets shot, another person gets shot, another person gets shot and die, another person gets shot. All because you could not stay off the internet or stop bothering one person. Taxstone was one of the best podcasters at that time. Taxstone was one of the best street podcasters at that time. His Meek Mill interview blew up crazy. Ask yourself, the future was promising for Taxstone. He just did an interview with Meek Mill. After beefing with him, they made up. He dropped the interview. That shit went crazy. And then you end up running into troyave, and now your whole life is over with because you could not stop bothering people. Because you have a street mentality, and you want to impose your street mentality on troyave because you believe troyave was a Pussy. You believe troyave was a fake and a phony and a rat and all of this. You believed it, so you kept bothering him. What's up, Annalise? He said the interview in the Wraith Facts was, that interview in the Wraith was crazy. That shit was fire. They made up and did that interview. That shit was off the chain. So why would you even attempt to pull out a gun on somebody and just fight? Ask yourself this, y'all. Why did Taxstone pull out a gun instead of just fighting? That's all he had to do was just fight. That's all he had to do. If they jump me, they jump me. Fuck it, whatever. But soon as he got swung on, he pulled out the gun. Soon as he got swung on, he pulled out the gun. They're in a public place. Let's think about this. Taxstone life is going up. He did the interview with Meek Mill. Everything is up and up. His podcast is starting to take off. He's doing numbers. He's going crazy out here. He sees a guy he doesn't like who's been trolling for 5 years. They said, oh, that's him right there. Let's get him. Let's get his ass. I want y'all to think about this because some people might say, well, come on, man. They could have killed him while they jumped him. I want you to think about this. Now, you are correct, but they wasn't going to kill this man. You know why? troyave had a job to do. He was at the Irving Plaza to perform because T.I. told him to. Pay attention. They wasn't going to kill him. They was just going to whoop his ass. That's it. They was just going to whoop his ass real quick and then go perform on the stage with T.I. We seen it happen before, right? Meek Mill versus Beanie Siegel. Did they kill Beanie Siegel, or did Beanie Siegel get knocked out and Beanie Siegel still performed? What happened? We seen it. He beat the biggest charge though. Yeah, he did beat the biggest charge. He definitely beat the biggest charge because from watching BBN Network, like I said, this is how I know all of this stuff. From watching BBN Network, Jack Frost, he did beat the biggest charge, and Jack Frost BBN said he beat the biggest charge because the jury said it wasn't intent. They don't believe he tried to kill Banger. They don't believe he tried to kill Banger. They just believe he tried to hurt him, but not kill him. So he was able to beat the murder charge. He was able to beat the murder charge because they believe it wasn't on purpose. His intent was not to kill Banger. It was just to hurt him because they was jumping him. See what I'm saying? So yes, you're right. And at least he did beat. He did. He definitely beat the biggest charge because they believe it wasn't intentional. He did not intentional try to kill Banger. It just ended up happening because he was getting jumped, or he was about to get jumped. He was about to get jumped, and he wasn't having that. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Shout out to Annalise, you a crazy girl. You so crazy." All right. So that's how he was able to beat the biggest charge, because they don't believe he tried to actually kill Banger. They don't believe he tried to actually kill Troy Ave either. They don't believe he tried to kill Banger or Troy Ave. It was just a tussle for the gun, and the gun went off, and that's what happened. That's what the juror believes, that it was just a tussle for the gun, and it went off. Troy Ave got shot, Banger got shot, all these other people got shot, but they believe it wasn't intentional. So he did not get the straight up murder charge. That's how he was, because they don't believe he did it on purpose. All right? They don't believe he tried to kill on purpose, I should say. He definitely tried to shoot him on purpose, but they don't believe he tried to kill him or kill Troy Ave and his friend on purpose. So he was able to beat that. All right, now let's get back to Taxstone burying himself. So there's this one part in the case where they bring out evidence about Troy Ave talking to a female on WhatsApp, right? And it's a certain situation going on in there where basically, you know, some information they use that Taxstone is running his mouth. So you had Taxstone, he was telling people certain things, and he had no idea that it would come back in court to hunt him. So he's like, yeah, this happened over here. Yeah, this happened over here. Yeah, that happened. He's telling people about certain things that end up getting brought back up in court, and it looks very bad on him. That female, the female exchange that he had on WhatsApp looked very bad for him in court. Very bad. Very bad. Oh yeah. Like I said, shout out to BBN Network. Everything I'm saying, I got from that nigga, okay? Everything I'm telling y'all, I got from Jack Frost BBN Network. That's exactly what he said today. Yes, Annalise, today, Jack Frost said, if he did not do the back and forth with the female on WhatsApp, he probably could have beat the whole thing. Probably, Jack Frost said. He said if the exchange with the female never happened, he probably could have beat this. Because remember, he said they added on charges at the end. People wanted a mistrial, right? They wanted a mistrial because certain things wasn't adding up, okay? They wanted a mistrial because certain things wasn't adding up. And it looked like it was going there for a second. But then they ended up adding, other charge. I forgot what assault charge they added. They added an assault charge, like 2 assault charges they added at the end before closing arguments. They added those charges in there. So it looked like it was heading for a mistrial, and they said, hell no. They added 2 more assault charges. I don't know if I don't think it's I think they already had the gun assault charge, so it had to be the other assault charges that they added in there. He said if it wasn't for the exchange with the female, most likely he could have beat it. That's what he said. He said the exchange with the female was too much information. Too much information, texting back and forth on WhatsApp about what actually happened. He said that was it. Once they read the messages between Taxstone and that female from WhatsApp, he said, "Come on, man, ain't no way you gonna get out of this, bro. Ain't no way you gonna get out of this." So even though Troy Ave is the only witness saying that he shot the gun, but it's too much evidence of this pointing at him. You had Casanova on wiretap saying he did it. So you got Casanova saying he did it or something like that. I forgot. But Casanova basically kind of messed him up with his wiretap that he had. Then he had the messages with the female that messed him up. So it's like, dude, you was talking too much and it came back to haunt you. If they didn't have the wiretap of Casanova and the text messages from you and that girl, it just would have been his word. I mean, they got the camera too. I can't front. They did say they got camera footage, but it's still, you know what I'm saying? It still looked like he could have got off on a lot more, but they wasn't gonna let it ride, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like the K Flock, you know, the rapper K Flock, right? The rapper K Flock shot the dude who came out the barbershop trying to confront him when he with his cousin and his sister. K Flock ended up popping his ass and killing him. And they was like, oh, they try to take him down for it. But as the time went on, they're like, oh, that's self-defense. The dude bothered K Flock first. So the state started to figure out that, damn, this case is kind of weak. So the feds said, fuck that. We're not going to let K Flock crazy ass get out of jail. And hell no. We're going to put a RICO on his gang. And then we're going to tie his ass in and say what he did was in furtherance of the gang. That's the same thing they did to K Flock. K Flock was about to beat that murder charge. And the feds said, no, we're going to put a RICO on him and his gang. And we're going to say he did that to furtherance of his gang. K Flock, the feds only got 2 years worth of stuff that K Flock and his gang did. Only 2 years. Because K Flock most likely was going to beat that murder charge because the dude bothered him first. So they had to put some more charges on it so it can make him stay in jail a little longer and try to fight it. But a RICO case is way harder to fight just a murder case straight up in the state. So that's what they did at Taxstone. Taxstone looked like he's about to beat more charges. Shit started looking in his favor. They said, hell no, let's throw some more charges on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So they can do that too. They do that sometimes. Sometimes things look good, and next thing you know, you wake up, you got more charges, more charges, more charges. Some of them can stick, some of them won't stick. That's why the murder charge didn't stick, because they believe he did not kill on purpose. Okay, they was not out looking for each other. They was not looking for each other. They don't have nothing online talking about where you at, pull up on me. So I believe that's how they came to that judgment. Is none of them said pull up on me, I'm over here. You know how a lot of these other people be doing? I'm over here, pull up my address right here, drop the addy. They wasn't doing that. So even though he was bothering him, they wasn't trying to look for each other to have a problem. So I believe that's how they was able to say, well, that shit didn't happen on purpose, because they was never outside looking for each other. You know, these other people, they be out looking for each other. Troy Ave and Taxstone was never outside in the world looking for each other. They just happened to bump into each other on that day. So I believe that's how Taxstone was able to beat the murder charge, because they like, well, y'all never tried to pull up on each other. Y'all never went to each other's houses. You never went to certain places. You never went to Troy Ave's shows or whatever. You never did none of that. So y'all just happened to bump into each other and it went down. So I don't believe that killing was on purpose. So he's able to get out of that. But you know, he still got to face the weapon assault and you know, assault with the other people who got hurt. He got to deal with that. And then the guy who the beggar died, he still got to deal with that. So you know, he did about I forgot how long it is. What is it? 2016. So it's happened in 2016. So what is it? It's about 7 years, right? 7 years, been like 7, 8 years, yeah. So you know, he had everything, man. You know, if you know who Math Hoffa is, my expert opinion, that was supposed. You see how Math Hoffa is doing his stuff? That is Taxstone all day long. That was supposed to be Taxstone doing that. You see what I'm saying? The Math Hoffa, every day. What is it called? My expert opinion. That is Taxstone. That was his shit. I'm not saying Math Hoffa copied him. I'm not saying that. Maybe he did. We don't know. But that was Taxstone all day. That was his shit right there. Interviewing all the street niggas, interviewing all the legends. That was Taxstone. That was it. He was supposed to be doing all of this. Everything Math is doing, Taxstone was supposed to be doing. That's the lane he was in. No, not the rapping, you know, not all the rapping, but all the interviews that Math Hoffa got, that was Taxstone. He was supposed to be doing all of that. But he messed it all up because the street mentality, all this street mentality is toxic and it's stupid. All the promises, all that money, all the money he could be making right now, and he rather use a street mentality to keep bothering somebody because I believe you a fake. I believe, man, you only, so what? If you believe troyave fake, so what? You're going to take you're going to bother this man for 5 years because you believe he fake and he phony. So you're going to bother him for 5 years. So when he's seen you, he said it's up. If you would have bothered him 2-3 times, okay, whatever, leave him alone. troyave would have never came after that man when he seen him if he would have just left him alone. Just leave him alone. But sometimes that's what's going on with people. It's a lot of people on the internet who feel like they got so much power because they're not next to you that they can just bother you, right? Since they're not next to you, they on the internet, I'll just bother you every day. I'll just troll you every day. I'll just troll you every day. Not knowing that you might see this person one day. You just might bump into this person one day and you're going to have to pay for that. And that is how this went down. Taxstone never thought he would run into troyave. That's why he kept bothering him. He never thought that he would ever run into troyave, ever. So he says, I just get on the internet, bother this man, and then I just get on the internet, bother him. 5 years he never ran into him. For 5 years he never ran into this man. Out of nowhere, one day they happened to be in the same spot. And that is what's going on in the internet. A lot of people is doing what Taxstone did to troyave. They just keep bothering people every day because I'm never going to see them. They can't do nothing to me. And they never know. You might just end up in the same spot as this person. And oh God, it might go down. You know what I'm saying? Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. My birthday is coming up next Wednesday. So if you got some change, you like how I'm delivering, you like the content, please drop something in the Cash App or the PayPal. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. My birthday is next Wednesday. So please, if you like the content and how I'm doing it, drop something in the Cash App or the PayPal. It's right at the bottom of the screen. All right. So Taxstone actually did this to himself. And he has to live with that. Now, is troyave a snitch? I don't know. I believe you should be able to defend yourself. I think the snitching stuff is overblown. I think the snitching stuff is overblown and people switch it up. There's no real stand-up code for no snitching because too many dudes toss and turn and flip and the other person say it's okay. And then they get online and they do this and they do that. So I don't care about none of that. Some of that, the streets is just weird and flip-flop for me anyway. So some people believe troyave should have never defended himself. I believe you should be allowed to defend yourself. If you think you innocent, get on the stand and say you innocent, nigga. Fuck it. Makes no damn sense for, well, troyave to go down, you know what I'm saying, to go do 20, whatever how many years he was going to do if he didn't take the stand. Yeah, troyave cut a deal with the government and went on the stand and handled it. She said taking the stand is no bueno. Girl, that's you in your life. You want to get sentenced to 20 years because that's what they think you did? Go ahead then. Go ahead and at least go ahead and do 25 years then. When you know you can be out. Go ahead. Go ahead and hold up a goddamn stupid ass street code and somebody else gonna snitch on you. Go ahead then. Go do your 25 years and hold it down. Go ahead and do your 25 years for a stupid ass street code anyway. And then they not gonna write you. They not gonna pay your bills. If you got a kid, they not gonna make sure your kid's straight. You go ahead and do it then. It won't be me. It won't be me, baby. It won't be me, okay? I don't care about no street-ass, stupid street code. I don't care about none of that weak-ass shit. They not gonna pay your bills. They not gonna make sure your girlfriend or whatever what you got, your husband or your boyfriend, if you got kids, they not gonna do none of that. And you gonna hold it down just so when you get out of jail, they can say, you was a real one. So you want a real one? Come on, and at least you want to, that's all you want them to say. You a real one, girl. You held it down. Now you got to go find another job. You got to find a job, but then your record is kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know that shit is bullshit, man. You know it's you know this shit is trash. You know it is. You know that shit is bullshit. You know it's bullshit, man. You gonna lose a lot of your life for people that's not gonna help you while you in there. You know you heard a lot of stories of people being locked up and all them other niggas ain't nowhere around, ain't got no money on your books. They not visiting you. They not writing you. They ain't doing none of that. That's, you know, you come on, man. Nigga, shit. I always tell people, look, do not do nothing around me I didn't ask. Because if you do it, I'm telling on your ass. I'm not going to jail for nobody. If I didn't say I wanted to be part of that, I'm not being part of that. Don't ever don't ever put me in something I didn't ask to be a part of. Nigga, I am not going down for none of you. They laugh my I feel you, Sue. You know I fucks with you, but we don't take the stand. Shit, you a lie and a half. Girl, so you telling me your pretty ass is gonna go to jail? Your pretty ass. You mean to tell me your pretty ass? You know you mean to tell me your attractive ass? You mean to tell me your pretty ass want to go to jail? Hell no, he sent you. Who sent you? What? Your pretty ass want to go to jail? Hell no. Girl, you know what they gonna do to your pretty ass in there? They gonna be all over your ass. Okay? They gonna be all over your pretty ass. I know you better not take your ass to jail. I'm trying to tell you. Huh? You think your ass? No, they gonna be all over your pretty ass, girl. I'm sorry. Okay? You better not take your ass to jail for no goddamn street code, girl. You better not do it, okay? All right? If you need some money, just do this, okay? Just go ahead and do this. All right? Go ahead and do one of these moves right here, okay? That's all you got to do. Okay? We don't need you in jail, girl. You way too pretty to be in jail. Go ahead. Go ahead and do one of these. Okay? You know you're pretty. They gonna be on you, girl. You gonna have COs on you and shit. You gonna have correctional officers talking about, ooh, girl, I can hook you up if you let me kiss on you. If you let me lick on you, girl. You know what I'm saying? I can get you an extra meal. Hell no. Don't you see the stories of these women losing their jobs because they having sex with inmates? Don't you see it? All these women keep losing their jobs because they having sex with inmates. You're gonna be next. It's gonna be a woman losing her job because they having sex with your ass. Okay, girl, do not take your ass to jail. It's not worth it. Fuck that street code, nigga. Tail, nigga. Okay? Don't take your pretty ass to jail. I'm trying to tell you, man. All these women keep losing their jobs because they want to have sex with inmates. I don't know what the hell is going on with women with good jobs that want to blow it for niggas in jail. The latest story is this other woman got fired because she let the nigga record it. She let him record her having a little fun with him, and his ass got in trouble. Like the footage got out. Like what? You let the inmate record you and him having a fun little exchange, and then end up getting out? Why would you let him record it on his phone? She let him record it on his goddamn boost, his goddamn smuggled phone. I'm like, what the hell? What this go? Why is all these black women fucking up their good jobs for niggas in jail? What the fuck is going on? I don't know, y'all. All right, hey, Anna, do not go to jail. I'm trying to tell you right now, bro. They gonna be all on your ass. You better not take your pretty ass to jail. I'm trying to tell you, man. You think it's funny, man. You think it's a game. I'm trying to tell you, it's not, girl. You better not go there. Okay, stay your butt out of jail, girl. If you gotta tell, go tell. Okay, if you gotta tell, you better tell. Shit. I look. Well, if I do something, I'm own up to it. Now I do understand this type of snitching. If you do some dirt and you want to get out, okay, you a snitch. I get that. I get that. But a person, right? If a person has ain't no street life, they can tell all they want. You know, it's too many non-street people talking about snitching, okay? It's too many non-gang members, non-street people talking about snitching. Like, sit down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that be crying over traffic tickets, talking about snitch, bro. You be crying over traffic tickets. A lot of people be crying over traffic tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut it out. We ain't got time for this shit, man. We ain't got no time for this, man. Okay? Y'all better stop it. Do not be doing no 20, 10 years for no fucking street gang. That shit is stupid. Okay? I want y'all to understand. Doing time for the street gangs is dumb. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what they trick you with. That is dumb. All right. But that being said, Taxstone could have definitely handled this differently. Troyave only did what he thought was right, and it did turn out his man getting shot though. We gotta keep it 100. Troyave is the reason why his man is dead. We got to keep it 100. Troyave is the reason why his man is not here no more. Because he told his man, go ahead and pop off on him. He admitted it. He got to live with that. He got to live with that his man is dead for helping you fight somebody that you had a problem with. I don't know how other people look at that, but that's how I look at that. If you tell somebody to ride out with you and they don't come back, that is your fault that they're gone. I don't care if they ride. You ask them to help you with something and they don't survive it. That is you. I don't know how Troyave friends look at this. I don't know how Banger mom and family look at this, but Banger had no problems like that. He was helping Troyave. Banger was helping Troyave, and he died for helping Troyave, which Troyave could have waited and caught him somewhere else. Because remember, Troyave was there on business. He didn't have to fuck up. He didn't have to go after Taxstone. He was there on business. And he should have said, nah, it's all good. We'll catch that nigga another time. He could have done that, but he didn't. So we have to look at it like that. Taxstone, Troyave friend Banger who died could have still been here if Troyave would have said, nah, it's all good. Let's go get this money. We'll catch that nigga next time. That could have been a thing. But Troyave was ready to see him. Whenever he was ready to see him, it was up. 5 years of you talking about me, bothering me. When I see you is up, some people, they don't give people passes. They say when they see you is up, they actually believe that, and they hold true to it. When I see you, it's up. A lot of us, it's certain people, when we see them, it's on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going after Troy Ave and say he's wrong or right. I'm just saying his friend is not here because he wanted to, get back at somebody in the physical form. First, it was just the digital form, and once he seen him, he wanted to get at him in the physical form, which he could have said, "Nah, I'm gonna catch you next time, nigga. I gotta get this money." You know what I'm saying? Remember, you are responsible. If you ask somebody to go on a mission with you and they don't come back, you are responsible for that. I don't care if they down to ride with you, ride or die. I don't care. You are responsible for that person or persons that did never come back after you asked, "Hey, yo, come roll with me. Let's go handle this." You still this is my opinion. You're still responsible for that. Yes, they're grown men or women who decided to tag along, knowing it's a dangerous thing. But still, you could have said, "Nah, we good on that. Let's get this money." You know what I'm saying? Troy Ave could have said, "Let's get this money. Ain't no reason. You know what I'm saying? We'll catch you on the rebound." But you know what I'm saying? We in a public place. Let's go. I'm here on business. Don't worry, man. When I see you, I got you. It could have been like that. But he chose to say, "Nah, I'm gonna handle it now." They didn't know that Taxstone had a gun, and he upped the gun, and that's what happened, man. They wrestled for the gun, and people got shot. People got shot, one killed, a couple of people got shot, and that's what happened. So, again, I'm not saying Taxstone is totally wrong, and I'm not saying that Troy Ave is totally wrong. I'm just saying this situation could have been prevented if one party would have just went on and lived their life. This whole situation could have been prevented if one person would have went on and lived their life. All right. That's it on that. I'll be back with another video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, my birthday is coming up next Wednesday, so please hit the Cash App or the PayPal. I will see y'all next video. Y'all go ahead in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this verdict. I'm gone. Peace.